We're live. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, August 20th. We are here with another Nerd In, which is what we kind of rebranded our write-ins to, if anyone hasn't been here in like 6 months. And if that's the case, we're really happy to see you. Welcome. So yeah, these are pretty casual productivity evenings, kind of like come be productive with us. We'll kind of move in and out of talking and being productive without kind of strict time structures. What's everyone working on today?
I'm currently doing like a brain dump of stuff for next week. So then I will actually get organized after that, theoretically.
I am in the home stretch of revisions on my book. So yeah, I'm hoping to be wrapping that up this week.
Yay. I think Emma might be a little frozen.
Yeah, I keep cutting out. I don't know. We were just talking about how good mine and Megan's are. It's so weird. I never have like any issues during work calls during the day, but something about these live streams, I don't know if it's the time of day or if it's StreamYard or what it is, but it often happens to me that it like reloads me. I don't know. It's very strange. But anyway, I think I'm going to try and finish reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care. So, I feel like the middle of the book I like sped through, and then I was like almost done, and then I got distracted by other things, and so it's been like a couple weeks and I need to just finish it. So.
Yeah, I am approaching the home stretch of my revisions. I don't feel like I'm in the home stretch just yet, but I've got two scenes one scene that is going to be brand new that I need to work on, and then one scene that I wrote from one POV and I'm switching it to this other one that I think I'm going to start with that because I think that's going to go pretty well, very smoothly. So we'll start there and see how the night goes. Hi to everyone who's joined us. We've got Misty Kate and Nicole and Mr. Rover Surrey and Cool Gamer and Morgan. And Andrew's here as well. Hello. I finished reading today. Oh, I already put it on my bookshelf. I read a physical book, A House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. It was pretty good. I love a haunted house.
Like a ranking of where you put all the T. Kingfisher books, because I feel like we've read a decent amount of them now.
Yeah. I feel like it was such a different experience reading it in physical format compared to listening to the audiobooks. I felt like I noticed a lot more of like the themes than I do when I'm listening to the audiobook.
I know you say it's not the case, but I'm sure there are vibes we lose listening to very fast audiobooks.
I'm sure, yeah. No, this one, I don't know. Have you read the other ones in physical form? This one had a lot of parentheses.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Like a lot of like plot is happening and then you get like a witty aside in parentheses. And it really took me out of it for a while. But I got used to it. And then I really, really enjoyed the ending. I thought it was cool.
There is going to be a sequel to What Moves the Dead.
I know. What Moves the Dead is my favorite of the ones I've read.
I think I don't even know, the Creepy Trees one.
The Hollow Places is a close.
I think that's my favorite. I was trying to describe the like shop, and I forgot the word.
Yeah. I don't know what it was about it. It may have been the Too Fast audiobook. I don't know, but I like felt like I just like never like it never like caught me. I don't know. Like, I felt like I was just like trying to finish it. I liked I read one of her fairy tales. I don't know which one it is. It's the one with like the sister who her older sisters have been like married to this like
Nettle and Bone. I read that one.
Yeah, Nettle and Bone. I liked that one a lot. I feel like I've read another one, but I can't remember what it was.
I feel like I've read a couple more.
I feel like for an author I hadn't really heard of a few years ago, there's like a consistent flow of T. Kingfisher books.
Yeah. Well, and she also writes as Ursula Vernon, right?
Mhm.
Who publishes her books? Are they Tor?
That sounds right.
I'm wondering if, like, obviously fairly prolific author, and she just had like a backlog of old manuscripts when she got signed, and Tor was like, "These are great, keep them coming."
It's the frickin' dream. Yeah, Tor Nightfire.
I also feel like she's maybe like been publishing for a while, but like has just started to like get
Slow
recognition in the
burn.
last few years. Yeah. Which is always like fun when that happens because yeah, they have like a backlist that you can go back to.
Has anyone done the Twisted ones?
I think I read that one. It doesn't
feel like you
stand
did.
out to me.
I feel like not long after the Hollow Places, and like the comparison didn't stand up that nicely. Something like
Yeah.
I'm looking at them trying to be like, oh, which one would I want to read next? Because they've also been consistently like quicker reads, which has been nice.
Yeah, it was pretty short. It was like 230 pages.
Like they feel really nicely paced, and like for the level of mystery, it's not too drawn out. Like we're not overly sitting in the vibes.
Oh, I also read her Beauty and the Beast retelling, Bryony and Roses, which was interesting.
Oh, yeah. She mentioned in the acknowledgments that she has long hated roses and she thought she got it out of her system with Bryony and Roses. But then she wrote A House with Good Bones and realized it wasn't over. She still hates them.
I will spoiler warning if anyone is worried about spoiled for her Beauty and the Beast retelling. But it was the reason I'm like, oh, it was interesting is because it ends and he's still a beast. Like he doesn't turn back into a human.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think A House with Good Bones, it was probably the slowest paced one that I've ever read. It's like girl in house alone most of the time. So it was very slow.
I'm looking up The Raven and the Reindeer now, because Joe Catherine says one of the best of her fairy tales. Like a Snow Queen one. That's interesting.
Ooh.
It's also a pretty solid Goodreads rating. Add to want to read. Done. I love that in the comments, like, people are like, I don't know, that other people who watch this channel are like getting book recommendations from our comments and then like checking back in and being, I don't know, that's just pretty wonderful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now checking out that Emily Wilde book, and that also sounds amazing. The first 3 words of the description are a curmudgeony professor.
Yes.
In.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on the cusp of just like reading a ton of books back to back.
Oh, I want that so bad. I've been reading Iris Kelly Doesn't Date for so long. I'm like, I'm close. Like one good reading session would get me there, but it is my like nighttime read, so it's like a few pages, sleep.
Yeah, that's how I am with Delilah Green. Or not so much just the nighttime read, but also like it's a print book, so like I just don't get through them as fast as audiobooks.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's mostly in the evenings. And lately I've just been wanting to play video games instead. So.
Yeah. I am almost finished with The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. I think I'm probably like 75 or 80% of the way through listening to it. So I can't speak to the ending. It's been a weird ride, though. I recommended it to Erin and described it as the Haunting of Hill House novel for horny sapphic writers. It was like so specifically to her interests that I was like, she has to read this. Yeah, the spice is a little like sometimes a little out of pocket, but very interesting so far. Yes, that's exactly how I feel about it, Nicole. A heck of a ride. We'll have to see how it ends, though.
I have been reading like a while ago, but I'm working through the Wayward Children books by Shauna McGuire.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just on NetGalley, and on the cover, it looks like the magical world in this one is dinosaurs. And now I'm very excited.
Maybe I'll sing. I feel like I'm lacking in rom-coms this year. Like I've read like some of the really big name ones, but that's about it. So if anyone has any good rom-com recs, hit me with them.
Megan, have you read You Had Me at Ola?
Yes.
Okay.
Those
I think
ones
that's
are.
maybe my favorite one I've read this year.
Yeah, I read that one and the sequel.
So my sister is actually looking for book recommendations. She wants to get back into reading, but it's been a long time since she's read any fiction. The last books she can remember enjoying are the Selection series. So I do not know where to start with recommendations.
This pains me because it's not a book that I love, but a lot of people love it. Do you think she'd like ACOTAR?
No, I think like
Okay.
Yeah, what like just like the drama of
Yeah,
the
what about the
series,
selection?
the romance of it?
I think like the romance, like actually the lighter reading of it, like nothing too intense.
Yeah.
Like she's looking for something to like turn her brain off a little bit. I would definitely stick more real world, I think, for her
Okay.
now.
Okay, more.
You should have her try like an Emily Henry book.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because yeah, we were at a garage sale this weekend, and she like picked up someone else's copy of Evelyn Hugo.
Mm.
I don't know if she would have actually purchased it on her own, but I'm like, no, I have that. It's fine.
Or did she watch Game of Thrones? Would she like the Olivia Dade ones?
Not a lot of nerd in there. She might do the Brown Sisters though. That could be a good fit for her.
Love that series.
Mhm.
How's everyone doing?
Slow but steady.
Not too bad.
Andrew said he's having the toughest time working because his mind is all Taylor Swift and red, white, and royal blue edits, which
Yes.
As it should
I would
be.
love to
That's
see
probably
all
better than, I mean, not to discourage you from working, but like, I don't know, that's better.
I think that's a productive use of your time.
Yeah, my algorithms on every social media have figured out that what I want is to see edits of my fandoms set to Taylor Swift songs. Although Hosier just came out with his new album, and the Good Omens fan editors are not okay.
I have to share this sentence I just read that I was like, says Iris stepped forward and gulped her into her arms. Gulped? I don't think that's the right verb.
That sounds flawless to me. No notes.
I'm gonna go back to
Trying to
audiobooks.
picture
I don't
if they
notice
could work.
these things when I listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what was the intended word.
Like engulfed, probably engulfed her into her arms,
Maybe engulfed her.
but gulped. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't notice things like that when it's an audiobook.
Exactly.
There is only the story. I also don't notice the particularly pretty lines, but
True, yeah. It's like in an audiobook, I sometimes might notice like awkward dialogue because like it's being spoken aloud. I might even notice it more than I would reading it, but especially reading it like at a fast speed, I would have probably just thought it said engulfed or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and you
Or there's a
wouldn't-
chance that the narrator would have been like, "This isn't right," and
This
just
doesn't make
fixed
sense.
it.
True.
Yeah. And now you not only are noticing it, but you're spending 5 more minutes. Like, this is why it's slower, is you notice
Here,
things and you just 5 minutes later, why was that?
So next week, I'm excited for this one. We're going to be doing a chat on Pixar's rules of storytelling.
Ooh.
So we're just probably just going to be looking through some of the rules and talking about them. But this kind of came from after talking about Barbie last week, wanting to just kind of like deep dive into more of the stories we love. So Pixar's always a pretty safe bet. We'll be
Classic.
dissecting some of those stories and looking at those rules and how they work for Pixar, how they can work in our own writing, all of that fun stuff.
Love it.
My brain just like very quickly read Misty's comment of nice looking forward to that as not looking forward to that. I'm like, oh.
Wow.
But I'm glad you are looking forward to it because I am as well.
Yeah, I'm sad I missed last week. I thought it was really good.
We had thoughts. We talked.
Also, Megan, you should know, we learned that Mattel is planning a bunch of movies based on toys. And
I've heard
they're
about the
supposed-
Polly Pocket one.
Oh, well, they're supposed, the one that I was like, oh, this is in Megan's interest. A horror movie about the Magic 8 Ball.
Okay. They lost me with the Polly Pocket, but I am interested in that.
There's also, interestingly, an Uno movie that's going to be like a hip hop heist.
Of course.
Yeah.
What could go wrong there?
Set in the Atlanta hip hop scene. A heist
Okay.
movie about Uno. Yeah.
I'm not really seeing how it all comes together, but
I
I'll
feel
wait
like
to
with the
hear more
right
about it.
writer, I could
Yeah.
be
If this
convinced.
becomes just like not quite a franchise of like bold, weird choice movies, maybe it will be everything Hollywood needed.
Yeah, because I remember when the Polly Pocket one came out, people being like, no, you've taken the wrong lesson. But these sound like weird in maybe the right direction.
yes, Polly
potentially.
Pocket sounds like a worse version of Barbie.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like, I'm
Like
ready
the
for Hollywood
Barney
to get a little
one?
funky with it again.
Barney sounds like a dark surrealist kind of thing, and like I really don't want let's take toys and make them dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
we
super
already
on board.
have Winnie the Pooh horror, like
Yeah.
Blood and Honey. Like, I've already got the horror movie of one of my major childhood properties. I didn't watch it, and I might not go watch the Barney.
Yeah, I think I got, I don't know, 2/3 of my chapter done.
Hey.
So
Very nice.
I've only got 30 pages left, so probably finish this tonight.
nice.
I got all my to-dos for the week into my app, and then I started doing some of the smaller ones so it would not look quite so daunting in the morning.
Oh, and I put a hold on business or pleasure. So hopefully I get that one soon. All right. Well, I guess we will wrap this up. We've gone just over an hour. Again, we'll be back next week to talk about Pixar's rules of storytelling. So we hope to see you all then. Thanks for being productive with us. Hope you've all had a good evening and that your week goes super well. Bye.